The Indian gas producers who are likely to earn more for every unit they sell now, at least for the next 6 months. The government has hiked administered gas prices for the first half of the year, for the first half of at least the new financial year, taking it above $3 per unit. For the first time in 18 months, this has happened. And Soumeet Sarkar is here to tell us which are the companies that stand to gain the most from this price hike. Soumeet, take us through it.
So the gas prices have been set at $3.06 per MMBTU, that is million British thermal unit. That is a hike of around 6% compared to the last year. Now, if you see, the government had last raised gas prices in November 2014 when they had introduced this new pricing formula. But since then, they had reduced the gas prices continuously, making the gas business a loss-making business for the upstream companies. But however, this is the second consecutive hike that has come in, and this new rate will be applicable from April to September 2018, that is for the first half of financial year 2019. Now, along with this, the government has also hiked the rates for difficult fields or the deep water fields by around 8% to $6.78 MMBTU. Now, this revision in gas prices, along with the government's focus to increase the gas output, to double the gas output, will benefit these upstream companies. Now, among these upstream companies, ONGC and Oil India will benefit the most. As you can see, they produce nearly 80% of the total gas production in India. ONGC produces around 72% of the total gas produced in India, while Oil India does around close to 9%, while the remaining 19% is done by other private players.
And Soumeet, is there any way of calculating how much gas producers tend to gain because of this hike?
So if you see, the gas business contributes nearly 16 to 18% to ONGC's top line, while in the EBITDA front it contributes around 14 to 18%. And when it comes to Oil India, to the top line they get around 15 to 17%, and on the EBITDA front 14 to 17%. So we have tried to see by how much percentage their EPS would have been higher if this new raise, that is 3.06 per dollar per MMBTU, would have been applicable in the corresponding period last year, that is for the first half of financial year 2018. So we have assumed that the sales and production number remain the same. As production remains the same, the total cost of production would have also been unchanged. We have also assumed that the company pays taxes at the same rate. And lastly, we have assumed that the rupee to dollar conversion would be around 65. So at $3.06 per million British thermal unit, the company would have earned a gas revenue of close to, ONGC would have earned a gas revenue of close to 6,900 crore rupees, while Oil India close to 881 crore rupees. Now, this would have translated into an incremental profit before tax of close to 1,300 crore rupees for ONGC, and for Oil India close to 167 crore rupees. And this, after deducting the taxes, the incremental profit or the after tax or net profit would have been close to 890 crore rupees for ONGC, and for Oil India close to 118 crore rupees, which means that this would have added close to 0.7 rupees to ONGC's EPS and 1.56 rupees to Oil India's EPS, which means that EPS would have been higher by 10% for ONGC and 11% for Oil India for the first half of financial year 2018 if the gas prices would have been around $3.06 per MMBTU.